Hello, I'm Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I love to create easy, quick, low-cost sewing projects to add that decorative touch to my home. I'm going to demonstrate how to make a table runner to add life back into a tired dining room. Before you begin cutting your fabric, you need to measure the length of your table. It can be 48 inches to 72 inches on average. You can make your table runner short for a casual look, or the full length of the table, or hanging over the edges for a more dramatic formal look. Then you need to determine the width. Most table runners run between 12 inches to as much as 18 inches. Once you know your length and width, then you need to add 1-inch seam allowance. If your finished size is 15 inches by 60 inches, cut your fabric 16 inches by 61 inches. Now, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to make a miniature table runner using black thread so you can see my stitches. Now, this print here is my top fabric. This solid cream color is the bottom fabric. Now, your bottom fabric and your thread should match the color, most dominant color in your top fabric. You will also need fusible webbing. So once you've gotten your fabric cut, then you want to take your top fabric and lay it face down on your ironing board or your pressing pad. Then you want to take your fusible webbing. Now, fusible webbing has two sides. It has a rough side and a smooth side. The rough side has the glue. There's little tiny dots of glue all over it. You want that rough side to go face down on your top fabric, and you want to line it up so that it covers the entire surface and smooth it out. Then you want to take a damp pressing cloth and you want to lay it down on top of your table runner top fabric in fusible web. Smooth it out. Now, your pressing cloth, you don't have to buy one. All it is 100% cotton fabric. So if you have some white cotton fabric sitting around you're not using, that'll work just as good. Just make sure you get it damp. Then you need to follow the instructions on your fusible webbing for pressing. Mine says to set my iron to wool. Then you're going to start at one end, leave your iron down, count to 10, then lift it up and set it down and count to 10. You want to do that process all the way down and then make sure you cover the edges all the way down. Once you've completed putting on the fusible webbing, then you want to take that piece and turn it to where it is now face up. Then you're going to take your bottom fabric and lay it, smooth it out to where it's covering all the edges, okay? Then once you've done that step, you want to pin it. So you're first going to figure out where you want your opening to turn the table runner inside out later. So I just laid my hand down, I went out a few inches on each side and put a pin. This is my starting point here, and over here is my ending point. So I put 2 pins there. Then you're going to start here, do a few stitches back and forth to hold that point, stitch all the way down, stop 1/2 inch from the edge there in the corner, leave your needle down and your pressure foot up. Then you want to stitch all the way down this end. Again, when you get a 1/2 inch away, leave the needle down, pressure foot up. You want to do that all the way around till you get to the end here, and then do a few back stitches. Okay? Now, your next step is to trim your corners, and then we'll turn it inside out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along and I'm going to cut here at a 45-degree angle, then another cut here and one here. This will reduce the bulk in your corners when you turn it right side out. So it's very important to trim this fabric. Now you can use a pair of scissors. I'm going to use a rotary cutter, and I'm just going to do a cut here. Make sure you don't cut your stitches, and then I'm going to do another cut right along here, remove it, and then one more here. So you can see I've removed all that bulk around the corner. You're going to do that on all 4 corners. Then you're going to reach inside your table runner and you're going to pull it inside out. You're going to do that all the way on both sides. Then, once you've got it all turned inside out, you're going to smooth all your corners, pin it down, and then press. If you have a tool that looks like this helps to poke those corners out. You're just going to reach inside, poke those corners out. If the corners still aren't coming out smooth enough for you, then you want to take a straight pin and just reach inside that corner and gently pull it out. This is my favorite way. I call it the good old-fashioned way. Then you're going to go to your opening and you're going to fold the top fabric in and the bottom fabric in 1/2 inch. Finger press it for now, then take some straight pins and pin that opening closed. Okay, you're going to need a few there. Then you want to smooth out the edges like I did over here. You're going to go into that seam, stick your needle into the seam, pull the fabric out a little bit, put your finger down, and then pin. You're going to do that every few inches all the way around like I did over here. Okay, then you're going to go to your ironing board or your pressing pad. You're going to work from the center. Set your iron again at cotton this time, and you're just going to press down the center. Don't go over the edges just yet. Then you're going to remove a few pins, press that edge, remove a few more pins, and you're going to continue pressing all the way around the table runner. You just have one more step and you'll be done. Now you're going to do a top stitching, and you can see I've used black thread here. You want to make sure you use that matching thread that I told you in the beginning. You're going to stitch all the way down one side, leave your needle down at the corner, turn your fabric, stitch all the way down this way, and repeat that process. Now I recommend you stay within 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch top stitching all the way around. And you have just finished one table runner. Now here are a few samples. Okay, this is a shorter table runner. This would look really cute on a kitchen table with a big bowl of fruit on it. I think it's really nice. It'll help add some color to your tired looking kitchen nook. Another sample, now this one, I've changed it up a little. I have added 2 more pieces of fabric, and there's another color at each end. What I did was I looked at the leaves in here. I found some matching fabric that matches the leaves, and I put that fabric on each end. This would look great also for a casual look in your dining room when you're not having a formal event. Would look great. Now this is my favorite. This one has 7 pieces of fabric sewn together. Okay? It's got this nice chocolate background fabric here with some chocolate cupcakes over on this lighter fabric here. This would look great on your dining room table when you're celebrating a birthday party. Put that great big birthday cake in the middle, and it'll give a very festive look to your party. Now these are just a few examples for making table runners. Now if you want to get ideas on how to embellish a table runner, just click on subscribe right down there at the bottom of your screen so that you can continue to create fun, easy sewing projects to decorate your home. I'm Cheryl. Hope you enjoyed visiting my sewing room. See you next time. Happy sewing!